them don't do.
Like
because they
So like for instance, they come over here
because they're coming over as Africans.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
So if they come over here, like they will in a sense like fall under the mantra of black, but the nationality aspect is gone, so they don't have to deal with the nationality aspect anymore. They could put them in the forefront and say, yeah, look, we do have black people taking control of the country, but in a de facto way.
No, but one of the things I always thought that was interesting and sort of something to look to so-called Africans. They always seem to claim a nationality.
Okay,
those are maybe the older generation ones, but
but that's fine. They do claim their nationality,
right?
But what is their nationality?
No, a lot of them will say Nigerian or Ghanaian or whatever. You're saying that's part of the corporate bullshit.
But that's part of the corporate, because remember, those names were created back in 1865.
So you're saying it's just another form of...
I'm saying it's happening. Because once they come over here and move us out of the spot,
right.
It's just like what happened back in 1492 up to 1600, where they came over here, separated us from the land,
right.
and took over. It's just another. It's just another
Africans
happening.
Because Africans doing it.
Because they brought Europeans here later in the 1800s, and
think about it.
Told them like, you get to be better than these people.
Yeah.
Like, what? Those people are
So
gods.
now,
I mean, but what you see.
But eventually, you know what I mean. You show them and you train them and you give them a whip and say whip them and they get used to it.
So what you're saying is that they are bringing about the new generation of the slave.
well, I won't say necessarily the new generation of a slave, but more or less the new generation of what already happened before.
Yeah.
By us denationalizing ourselves again. So in other words, they're coming over, marrying into this system, taking us out of our national.
Selling.
Oh shoot!
No,
Actually, Cujo, it's 1 o'clock.
to come last week, but I didn't make it, so they weren't here.
Alright, so you want to just end it up?
Yeah, that's it. But that's
What are you talking about? You're saying they're infusing just a new blood into this, basically they're infusing new blood into the same de facto bullshit.
She coming in?
Oh, she said she's gonna come back.
Okay. Yeah, basically it.
New wine and old skin.
In other words, the real nationals are standing up, and they see that. They know that. It isn't. It's no secret. They know that. So what we need to do now is let's mix the pot a little.
Well,
Let's put out de facto people in there.
I call it muddying the water.
Muddying the waters is, for instance, Obama was in there.
Right.
Then Obama goes over to Morocco. Then what's her face? Then Michelle goes to Spain, like trying to tell everybody, listen, okay, you Moors, wake the hell up. Like,
okay,
this shit's hitting the fan. Like,
right.
Wake up.
Right.
We didn't listen. He's already done his job. Whatever else he's done after that, it's just been whatever.
Yeah, but you know, and I thought about what you were saying there, but I've also thought that really they can't really escape, in my mind.
Who can't escape?
The so-called, what I would call sort of the etheric sort of unconscious consciousness, where they say, okay, well, we told these guys that they're not black, that they're Moors, right? Mm-hmm. But really, there needed to have been and needs to be a systemic sort of grassroots sort of information system that allows everyone sort of from grade 2, you're not being told you're black anymore, like everything has to be eviscerated. The fact that they're telling you sort of little snippets while still continuing the fraud everywhere else, to me, in my mind, still doesn't excuse them from what I think is coming down the barrel.
Of course not,
okay.
But it
and that's why I think that there are two factions going on here.
Yes.
There's the good factions that want to turn this over,
yes.
And then there's a faction, the military arm that's continuing this on.
All right.
That's how I see it.
Let's go a little deeper. It's like someone who's done something wrong, right? But you're not disallowing that wrong to happen.
Right.
So
by omission,
they just keep doing it.
No, but by omission, you're guilty too.
No, but not necessarily, because
yes. If you know that if I know
you're
you're
guilty,
wrong
but
and I don't do anything,
if you keep telling me to do it, you keep telling me to do it.
But that's what I meant. That this stuff still, as much as we think that they're being clear about it, they're not really being clear about it because everything's veiled. Because really, the president should be standing up and saying, "Listen, you know what? We've been engaged in slavery for the last whatever. Everyone's free." But they're not saying that because they can't, right? So they can go to you need to be of a mastermind level to understand what was going on there with Obama.
Yeah.
The average person watching that doesn't see that.
But you still hear it though, like. You know,
and that's the spell behind it.
Like America's Constitution came out of the Muslim law.
Right.
Like when you hear that, it's like, okay, wait, what do you mean American Constitution comes out of Muslim law?
Right.
If you're not smart enough to go and ask the next question, it's on you.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? So just look at so moving forward back again.
Well, wait a minute,
it's karma, man. It's karma.
It's karma.
But you're right about that. But what I'm saying is that to me, you're right. You're absolutely right about that. But then you can't excuse the fact that people are still living in negative karma while they're continuing it on because they're still out there calling because they're still out there introducing people as black.
Yeah.
So every time that you see, this is what I realize. I'm agreeing with you, but hear me out. Every time you see one of those newscasters go, "This black man died, that black man died," they're part of that whole shit too because they know that they're not black.
Okay, so how about this?
Yes.
How about don't tell the sisters, don't let them talk about your son on the newscast. Come to so-called black news network and talk about it there. And just say that a man died.
I'm agreeing with you, but what I'm saying
and
is
his description is brown skin.
That's it.
6 foot, whatever, blah, 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 blah.
Because, as I said, it's...
Right? And you don't even have to tell them about Moorish anything. You don't have to blow their mind. Just tell them, stop letting these people own your name.
That's it.
That's what a nationality isn't really about that. Nationality is you control all the information in your jurisdiction.
Exactly.
That's nationality.
Right, but
you go to Russia can say anything they want about anything, and there's nothing that anyone else could do about it.
Exactly.
Well, from the perspective of being Russian, is what you're saying, right?
From just being there, just being in the land.
Like being in Russia.
But we really should have those rights, but we don't.
No, we do.
But we do.
That's what Drew Ali gave us.
Yeah, right.
When's the last time they talked about more on the news?
No, you are right about that. But what I'm saying, what the deal has been, is that they've made sure to not allow, because we know that they all know that we're here.
Yeah.
But they ain't making any mention of that. Anytime we step to them, we can say that same institution can't say anything, but yet they can keep talking about their people.
Yeah.
Right,
because
it's
slaves, not their job to say anything about it. It's their
but it was their job. That's what I'm saying. It was because it was mandated to the schools and to the churches to go out there and spread the news.
Okay, so then if
those weren't the churches. Those weren't the schools. Those were democracy agents.
Yes, those were the agents.
Not about teaching nobody.
It's like, for instance, the Freedmen's Bureau.
But then what I'm saying, but there is no other institution out there. There is no Moorish school. There is no nothing else that would be left. That would be left to us.
Exactly. That's the point.
That's what
we're the only ones that's supposed to do it. Who else is going to do it? Nobody else going to do it.
No, but what I'm saying to you is, but the further level to that, as I said, I've stepped down that path. That it's on us. But what the further level is, they've made sure to choke us out and not give us any money. Which is what the prophet told us is going to need to uplift the nation.
Okay, but
no, that's what he needed back then.
That's what we need now.
No, that's what he needed back then. Right now you have YouTube, you have Facebook. You don't need a dollar to get online and share your work.
We do need that.
In essence,
no, in my mind, my feeling is that because remember, prophets' words are universal, so they don't also apply to that time. They apply to this time.
No, that's fine.
No, but remember, he said, I need finance now, and I need the family now, so that I can set aside the discord.
Right. It's fine. It is fine in regards to what's needed and what's not needed when we speak on it. However, we have to look at what is happening and how it's happening. Knowing what's happened before, you can see the signs happening again.
In terms of what?
In terms of
name it. Everything's
but that's been going on since time. Nothing's changed. Why are we thinking?
No.
There's been no change for anything positive. In fact, it's sort of gotten more malignant. If you look at it, right? In my mind, right? There's still going on.
So what do these black people need to know differently that we need to tell them? That we could tell them that they should already know from knowing basic history.
Well, no, but we can't say that because basic history has been a lie.
Yeah, but even the
lie tells them the truth.
Tells you the
It's not
truth.
like- it's
No,
not
the lie
like
does
lie.
sound
a complete lie.
Only if it's told to you in that right perspective, because we all know this. So when we look back at our history books and we see that shit, we realize that when we look back from the Moorish perspective, we realize that they were telling us everything at that time.
Yeah, but guess
So
what?
without-
You can't
without-
change people's perspective with information. Perspective changes from the inside. Perspective is me walking over here and then looking like this. Information didn't change. I moved myself. I walk over here, different perspective. I move myself again. Information still hasn't changed, but I'm seeing,
Yeah, but-
I'm
but
seeing
from-
more than I saw before.
Right, but the issue being is that something initiates you moving.
Yeah, but it's
But the thing-
it's not necessarily information. Could be a
Okay, fine.
gunshot. Could be a bomb. Could be
Right, but that works two
Water
ways,
drying up.
because what's happening is what you're noticing is that they've got us moving. They've got us moving in a different direction because of this Black Lives Matter stuff. That's been the whole
Well,
point
no.
in my mind, right?
Okay, who's been
Because-
moving in a different direction?
Yeah, like who
Well, remember, these are our people that we keep
Yeah, but
thinking.
they're-
No,
they're
no, but
zombies,
they've
like-
always.
But are they zombies out of choice or or does
Yes,
that matter?
by choice.
There's zombies that are
By
consent.
choice.
They consent to be zombies.
Yes.
Yeah,
They're
but,
down with it.
but here's what I have to tell
They're
you.
down with being zombies.
No, but
Someone
I'm-
said that.
No, no, but
How many years
here's
ago,
what
bro?
I'm saying to you. I don't take myself, and I don't forget from myself that 5 years ago I would have been one of those zombies.
No, but you're not though.
But you're
Well,
not.
how come you're not?
That's
Because
not-
you decided to say, I'm not gonna be a zombie no more.
Right.
And some people want to stay zombies. Oh, you
Do
want
we
to
want
stay
to
zombie?
clean
All right,
this,
stay
area
zombie.
up and put the table there, or are we
Yeah.
taking both tables away, or what's
No, I'm taking the this table's never out. Yeah, I've been here in a while, huh?
What do you mean? Well, shut up. What do you say?
Which table?
Don't we have one of the tables here?
No.
Long
Don't
time
worry.
table,
Need
guys.
space. We need
Yes.
space. Yeah, so going back to what I was thinking on before,
Right.
that's
That was a good one. I got that one. Take that one.
that's basically. I mean, we know it, we see it.
Uh-huh.
We just have to. I wouldn't say understand it because we already do. It's just happening.
No, but-
Because it's
Okay, but so but wait a minute. But then this is why I get back to this whole discussion with Cooper too. Why are we then meeting up with any of these people?
We're not meeting up with
we're
them.
not meeting up with them.
Well, we're just standing our ground
We're
and
not
having
meeting
you
up
come.
with them. We're
No,
putting our claim out. We're not meeting up with them. This has nothing to do with them. We're calling a meeting
We're
that
calling
they
a
better
meeting.
show up to.
Yeah.
If they don't want to show up, yeah. Now you're
and
like,
why are we
just
doing
letting
that?
us
Why are we calling that meeting though?
do for the same reason that you're saying. That at least they can't say that we never told them something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They can't say that they weren't told.
Haven't we already told them?
No, well, of course we have, right? But
No, but you see what
okay,
I'm saying,
but
though,
remember the
Huh?
question,
Huh?
the question that we have.
No, but I'm saying we've already told them a number of times.
but
But
the
the
question,
YouTube video.
the question that we're asking is, why haven't
So
you?
you're saying that we just switched the question around now to sort of to ask them in another way. But that's
Yes.
but that you see. But what I'm saying is that speaks to us sort of trying to find another angle to elicit them
Okay.
the same perception
no,
thing
we're not eliciting
no,
anybody.
No. I'm saying, but we are eliciting hopefully the change that Tesba was talking about. The fact that they're sitting over there as black people, and by some kind of not knowledge, even by a question, we're getting them to transfer over and see things from a different perspective. But why are we even doing that if it's already been a known fact that we're not
Far back
this?
enough?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Why are we going to the trouble of doing this? Because they should know.
No, but we know that they don't know. That's why we're doing it.
But we know that they know, though. We know that the information's there.
Yeah,
We
the
know that-
information is there, but they're not looking for that information. What they want Jordans and shit. They don't care
see,
about.
but
They
I
don't
think-
care
I
about
think
know
we're making-
thyself.
Huh?
They don't care about know thyself. They don't care about nationality. They don't care about anything relative to them being free. They talk about it. They march for it. They do all the things that seem like they're for that, but they're not for that. They're content being slaves, or they wouldn't be marching. They're safe being
So,
slaves.
but then yet again, then it falls back to my. But as I said, remember, I'm just sort of playing this up from a sort of from an analytical point of view. If they're playing that safe, but we've already gone to them and told them this, why are we still going back again?
Because we have an obligation to uplift all of humanity. So we're going to tell them. Whatever they do with it is up to them. They can't say that we never told them. That's why we tell them all the time, same stuff every day. Ask somebody like Taj, why you been doing this for 40 years? Nobody's waking up. People still want to be Negro black colored. What are you going to say? Cause we have an obligation to do that. Because these people are stupid and they need slaps. And ain't nobody else going to slap them because Just like we were talking about with the different people. Asians came out and said Asians for Black Lives Matter, but didn't tell these guys that they're not black. Punjabis came out, Punjabis for Black Lives Matter, but they didn't tell them that they're not black. Freaking
Well,
Cambodians for Black Lives Matter, but they're not telling them that they're black. But they're standing there. They're in the thing. They're playing the game like, you know, oh yeah, we're for, you know, we want people to, you know, stop killing and anti-black BS, but why aren't they telling the people that they're not black?